Hello, hello. Welcome to this, for me, pretty late, MT19 match. Tiny spoiler in the headline there. Let's see who we have here. We have someone325 versus Kookiez are yum. Someone325, very strong racer, has been in top 8 4 times. Which I guess means every time since he joined in MT15. And Kookiez are yum is new to Mystery Tournament. He's also in this year's Kuso Grande. I'm not sure if he has been in previous ones, but yeah, obviously has been doing pretty well here. Has made it to Lizards 6 by now. And I think our players are already set up and waiting. Let's look at this game we're gonna see. We have Woodworm, and I'm not really sure where to crop since it's PQ8, and maybe they're playing... I'm not sure, but someone has some kind of UI element on screen. We'll see. Funnily enough, this game has been redrawn a bunch of times. I'm surprised that people would generally be this familiar with a PQ8 puzzle game. Seems like this is more like an obscure kind of game, but I had to redraw it a bunch of times already. I'm not exactly sure what you do in this game. I think you're a worm. You're digging through wood and you're supposed to make shapes or something. But we'll see in a moment. Oh really, it might be very short. Well, we'll see. That's the game I took from the draw list. Maybe the base spin has a... oh, I don't have the base spin. Maybe the base spin has a different goal. Okay. Looks like we're a worm. Moving kind of like the snake pass worm. Someone325 eating up the whole wooden block. Ah, now I get it. Okay, so the left, the golden thing is your template, and the thing on the right is what you're supposed to dig out so that it looks like the template. Kookiez yum gets it. 135 struggling, it seems. Also, did someone eat the whole wood block? Carve a replica of the object. Okay, there's a wood block. Kookiez yum on stage 2 making some kind of dog. So it looks like you can climb up walls, but maybe not on ceilings. I definitely seen them fall off. Looks like someone325 is pulling ahead here, making the dog very quickly. The dog seems pretty tricky since there's a gap on the bottom. Like, you can't just dig in, you kinda have to delete the whole bottom line, and I think Kookiez are yum already has a problem here. Yeah, it's hard to make that lower part. Someone325 going very quickly. I guess this might be a very fast goal. I'm guessing this was... yeah, this is not a later rounds or anything game, so it's not too surprising if players are doing well. Not much in the paste bin, but yeah, looks like we are doing 13. someone325 had another difficult. So I guess if you just like cut a line straight through, it will fall down. So that maybe that's how you. Okay, but since the vertical gap, you would kind of have to like. Yeah, that does work. If someone digs right now, then it falls together. Yeah, that works. Both testers went over 90 minutes. That's exciting. I'd like to see 14. Both testers ran out of time on stage 14, so we're only going to 13. Because I am digging into the ring from above. Looks like this is the same trick that was on someone's stage. You cut through both walls and then it just kind of drops down and goes up again. And looks like Kookiez isn't quite seeing that yet. Presumably simpler shape for someone, but I'm not sure what the intricacies here are exactly. I guess it's hard to get out of there, like at the bottom it's kinda... Oh, but you have a whole line to eat away again. You can dig out the whole line, so that's... You can use that. Oh, it's getting tight for someone, but he is taking it away piecewise. Kookiez, I am moving on to the big number 2. Someone325 kind of looks like the dog we already had earlier, just facing the other way. I'm not sure if there's anything special about this one. Okay, looking good for someone, just has to get the support pillar there. Someone325 already clearing a whole line here. So 1 to 13, is that like the whole board we saw there, the whole shelf? There's 3 lines and each row has, I guess, about 5 stages. Maybe not quite the same number on every row. Like Kookiez isn't really sure how to approach this. Meanwhile, someone325 making some kind of trophy. I guess that's again something where you have to cut through at the narrow part, because otherwise there's just this one tile at the narrow part, so you can't back out, you can't really move out. Kookiez, I am working away at the 2 from the outside, but has already removed too much. Yeah, you can see the block is 1 higher than the template, so you get a whole row that you can eat away, that you have to eat away. Looks like someone's now making a duck. Wasn't able to climb up there anymore. That's an interesting intricacy. Kookiez, I'm managing to do the number 2. So this block for someone isn't higher than the template. No cutting away here. I guess you have to end at the left side, like there's this one block in the bottom left where you can't go out and you don't have the luxury of cutting more away. So that's probably the last hole you're supposed to make. But then you're gonna have a hard time digging out the big block on the right side, yeah. Oh, okay, now someone did it. Guess I missed something. Ah, okay, yeah, you can dig through because at the tail end you don't need the whole height. Oh, this is a very complicated pattern here. get both a positive and a negative staircase. And tiny gaps in between. I guess you just dig a staircase through and then it drops down. Yeah, someone already on it. Okay, not quite, but almost has it down. Kookiez, yeah, I'm finishing the first row. It looks like we're not doing the whole shelf. It's like 6, 6, and 4. So we're gonna do two rows of the shelf and then the TV apparently. Someone has the inside done. And looks like this shouldn't be too hard as long as you leave that one spot for the end, yeah. Because you can't back out. Kookiez has definitely figured out that you have to cut through, but didn't get the shape correct. Went too wide. Someone325 having to make a chair or an H maybe. So it's as high as our block. So how do you get the hole in there? Oh, very nice. Someone325 gets it quickly. Moving on to some kind of smiley. One of those... What was that snack smiley face? I forgot what it's called. I'm guessing that's like a snack. Like a potato snack or something. Okay, Kookiez a yum. I think has the shape correct now. Can he climb up high enough? Oh, dug out too much. Potato smiles, yeah, I think this is a potato smile, basically. And Someone325 has to figure out how to get the eye holes in there. See, I'm finishing the trophy. So this duck seemed kinda complicated, kinda non-obvious. Kookiez, I'm digging out the big tail part immediately, but apparently that's the trick here. That you have to kinda cut, like take the bottom left square, I guess, the bottom left 2x2 of your wood block and cut under it so that it drops down. I guess this could be a good telestrator game. Not that I'm very good at figuring out these puzzles ahead of time. He's on the right side, but if once you're over there you can't come back. So as we saw for someone, this here is a separate block that was initially up here. You kinda... You want about this block? And you dig through here, I think, basically. Someone325 already finishing the potato smile, moving on to the hashtag. Hashtag Woodworm. Looks like we're getting 2 extra lines in our wood block here. And I guess that makes sense. You have to like... You've got 2 inner holes here. So you kinda have to cut a line through for each of those, I guess. Although I'm not really sure how you're really... Ah, okay, yeah, of course, that technique again, we've seen it before. Potato hash browns. These are more like wood browns? I don't know. I don't know what waffle fries are, but that sounds pretty good. Kookiez a yum skipping ahead, I think, has skipped the duck. Okay, someone325 digging with kind of a Z shape, I wanna say, through the middle, but a bit too much, I guess. I feel like maybe you have to do the top part first. Or at least it might make it easier. Okay. I think someone325 is getting pretty close. The bottom is still the biggest problem. Also needs to dig out the holes on the sides. I think that has to be part of the digging through motion, so getting this and this block. So when you cut through, kinda going like this or something, so you can take out these extra blocks. I'm not sure if I've actually seen the players use undo so far. Like it's clearly on screen, but I'm not sure if I've seen them do stepwise undos. Kookiez a yum on the lowercase h or the chair, and this one I think is very tricky. Someone325's solution here seemed very smart. Someone doing a pretty good job, hasn't gotten the side holes out now. Kookiez with an interesting solution, but you can't dig out an extra line here, you can't remove an extra line. I think what someone did is basically keep two blocks on this side, and then you can remove that part. Kookiez still trying to take out a whole line, basically. Yeah, I guess someone kind of dug through here and then into the inner hole, and then this 2x1 part up here dropped down to complete the chair. There were some concerns earlier that this might be too short, but looks like it's still difficult enough for our players, and I think this seems like a pretty difficult game. Okay, someone325 pretty much has it, just needs the last hole up there and gets the hashtag. Is this already 13? I didn't catch where it was on the board, but it does look like kinda look like a TV. More like a PC monitor, I guess, but not sure. Someone325 cutting out a whole line, but I think you can't remove a line here. Like, the template is as high, as tall as the thing I mean, your block is as tall as the template on the left side, so you can't take a whole line out. And Kookiez looking a bit stumped on the H. So if you can't remove a whole line, then I think you probably have to apply the same trick here on someone's level that you have to do on Kookiez level. Like, someone's kinda doing it, almost. Cutting out only half of a line and letting that drop. Something. Kookiez hasn't entirely caught on yet, but could have almost done it there. Someone325 cutting out a little bit too much, but definitely has the right idea, just needs to get the execution down. Yeah, I think Kookiez skipped ahead again. Has skipped another stage earlier. I think it was the duck stage. Oh, looks like someone's done. That was the TV. GG's. We find the done button. There we go. With a time of 19:07, which I would say is a reasonable length for a goal. Definitely on the short side, but definitely not too short. Oh, this one looks very complicated. It does give you an extra row again, so I guess it's the... There's so many, like, dead-end gaps in there. No wonder that the testers took a lot of time on this one. This was definitely a deceptively difficult game. I think someone almost has it. Didn't get the positions of the gaps entirely correct, but nearly there. Kookiez almost getting his potato smile correct. Looks like we don't have anyone else in the race to compare with. But this is probably gonna be a very large gap between someone and Kookiez I am. I think Kookiez' potato smile should count. That's a valiant effort. Is Kookiez' solution still salvageable? He's got a whole extra line to work with still. Okay, so if he digs through, that falls down. But yeah, the gaps, he can get one of those, but not both. That he would have to... He would need to exit through one of them, I think, and then climb around and dig the other corner as the last move. Yeah, I'm not sure I saw any undos by anyone so far. I don't recall seeing any single step undos. So it's just been resets. Oh, Kookiez almost is there. Very nice. Kookiez getting the smiley. Has skipped 2 stages so far. But with the newly won experience might be able to solve those quicker. Someone is fed up with religion and is just eating the whole thing. I'm not sure, is this a gravestone maybe? Not sure what exactly some of these things are depicting. Or if the game names them. Kookiez going with a strategy where he drops this single block down. That's definitely eating too much. Oh yeah, we're seeing an undo. And I think this might be... That's the first time I'm actually seeing an undo, I think. Someone325 successfully completing an upside down L. Okay, someone is digging out the thing from the inside. So if you make the sides of the cross 2 tiles high, that means it has to drop down. This game really seems pretty difficult. I think it would have been interesting to see this early in the tournament. The race might have gone very differently. It's a ritual with a special strategy to solve the puzzles. I feel like usually yelling abuse at the game doesn't really help me. Like I'm definitely doing it, but it doesn't improve the situation usually. I wonder if we've seen Kookiez Are Yum complete any of the puzzles that need the kind of strategy that you also need here, where you you cut through the whole thing horizontally, but not in a straight line, more like in a zigzag pattern. Kookiez is saying in race chat that he's probably forfeiting in a bit, which is fair. Kookiez is skipping ahead to the final stage of our goal. And this one also was pretty difficult. In the end, the trick is that you have to drop a 2x2 block from the middle down to make the stand, to complete the stand. So this part here comes from somewhere in here, I guess. And through that you can cut away the original stand to get in and out. Someone might be on a good path to dig out a nice number 2. Oh, Kookiez did it. I mean, did the TV. Isn't done with the race, did skip a few stages, but... Oh, and they do have names. Skipped the duck, skipped the chair. Okay, seems like Kookiez is still determined to finish, which is nice to see. Might mean that we're gonna be here for a while longer. Why can't the worm crawl backwards? I don't know, can worms crawl backwards? Can snakes back up? Maybe that's like an unintuitive thing to do and it needs like higher cognition than a worm would have. Oh, Kookiez with a different solution, similar but different, dropped a vertical piece instead of a horizontal piece. So that's 2 stages left for Kookiez, the duck and the hashtag. Should be able to get the duck pretty easily now. This is kinda like the TV but much easier. I like the chair. Someone325 with an almost correct shape. I'm not sure if that means he's close. I don't know if the solution is salvageable. Kookiez might be going the right way here. Although needs another hole down there. It's not gonna drop far enough, but it definitely has the right idea here. Now has cut out too much. Okay, now up, then... I'm not actually sure, like, do you go right, up, left? Is that how that works? I guess maybe I'm looking at the wrong square, and you can take a lower square and then cut a line from the top. Yeah, looks like this might work for Kookiez. That's the backside solved, the tail. Ooh, that's too much. That's too... okay. Nose to undo. Nice, good to see. Left another tile there, but... yeah, digging out this part is easy since you can just go around and... there we go! Kookiez finishing the duck, only has to finish the hash. Oh, backed out too much maybe? Yeah, looks like he backed out to the main menu probably. Oh, and there's the forfeit from Kookiez. As he's passing on this one. So what else do we have here? We've got the gravestone. We've got like a... I guess it's like a bookcase, but I wanna see it as a kanji kinda. It looks like day or sun. Then we've got a crab, and then we've got like a skull. And we've got our winner here with us. Congrats, someone325.
Hello, thank you.
You finished pretty fast. And we've got Kookiez I am as well here.
Hi.
Hello. How did you like Woodworm?
Oh. It was good. No, it was a good game. It was pretty fun. I can see why too hard on some things. Like, I know what it's supposed to do, but you just gotta figure out how to do it.
Yeah, it's definitely deceptively simple.
Yeah.
So apparently the stage number 14 that someone tried is the first really difficult one according to chat.
Yeah, I found that out. One I saw in chat.
There were some arguments in chat of whether this goal is gonna be too short, but I think it worked out pretty well. We also heard that
pretty hard.
We also heard that both testers took over 90 minutes on a goal link with 14. That's why it cuts off there.
Oh yeah, okay. Understandable, yeah. Let's stop at 13. I'm gonna have to go watch the hashtag one you did, someone. I don't... I just don't think I'll figure it out like in a relatively good time.
I think you
Yeah, once I figured out what I'm supposed to do, it felt pretty good to actually do it.
Yeah, that's like I don't even know where to start. So
Yeah, I think on the hash one you kind of cut through in a staircase in a zigzag pattern. You come in from the left and you dig up a bit and then out from the right, and it falls together to match up nicely again.
Yeah, that's how you make those holes in the center.
yeah, kind of like that other level than the one that staircase one.
Yeah, the sword, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, I just did some zigzag until it worked out.
Well, yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it was a good race.
I was gonna joke before it started, like, oh, it's another puzzle game, sort of.
So did you
mostly get many puzzle games, but
did you mostly get puzzle games, Kookiez?
I mean, I know there's a lot of them, but I don't remember. I honestly don't even remember which games I played. I know the last one was a puzzle.
Oh, you also got
I
a lot.
had two. No, I think I had 2 puzzle games.
You also got a lot more games than someone who just dropped down to lizards in the previous match. But you've dropped down in the first round and have been succeeding in lizards ever since. I've got the games on screen. So you played Gomorrah Speed. That's a really fun arcade action game, I guess. It's a bit weird.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull up the stream real quick. I don't remember.
Then we had Alfred's Adventure. That's Alfred Chicken, the platformer. Then Pyramid Magic. That's another hard puzzle game. Yeah. Then Puzzle Urpoko. That's kind of like Puzzle Bobber but with less control. That's also kind of a puzzle game, but a different kind. And then we had DAYO or Dio or whatever. That's a puzzle platform that's pretty difficult. Oh, and then House of Peggyroon. Yeah, that's also a pretty difficult puzzle. So you did get quite a few puzzles.
Alfred was the bird one, right?
Yeah.
The bird. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. Basically the games I got were puzzle games, except the first one, right?
Well, Alfred Chicken isn't like that puzzly, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the first 2 were not puzzle games, I think, and then the rest were.
How did you like your games? You got quite a few.
You have twice as many as me.
Do you think it's too much puzzle? Should there be more action? More other genres?
There should be more platformer games.
I do like platformer games. I don't know. I mean, this is my first time playing in here, so I don't have any. I'm not gonna judge. I'm fine.
I mean, if you do have any preferences, you can always submit games. We do depend on people's submissions, and if we don't have enough new submissions, then we have to dig in the previous tournaments.
I see, yeah. I almost got a racing game. Twice. Oh, actually, the one with was it free? Yeah, I think Free Ball. Our first game was picked was a racing game, like a little arcade racing game. But then we found out about the continue system was like it wasn't unlimited and people were starting from stage 1. So we redrew the game.
To find out.
It was instead of unlimited continues, it was only 3 continues or something, and after that you had to start all the way from stage 1. So we redrew the game. It could have been something different.
So how did you like your first mystery tournament run?
That was great. Yeah, I enjoy diving into new games blind for a short time just to see how it is. I tend to long games I tend to play and then drop for no reason. I play games by myself. It's a bad habit now. Getting older, you don't focus on one game forever. You get bored of it.
Mm-hmm.
Good, well, I hope we see you again next year if you like.
I might have to. It's the double X.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be a
About
big one.
XX.
And on someone325's side, you only have 2 more rounds until you could get into top 8. I think we saw on your card. Yeah, you've got stars for every tournament you've been in, so you've been in top 8 every time. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's very impressive. And yeah, only 2 more rounds, and you can make it again. Your next opponent is Jay Lampsey. I think also joining the first time and has been doing very well. And after that, we also already have an opponent waiting. That's gonna be that one guy, 27. Was a very strong racer.
Century.
What, some guy and one guy? Someone
yes.
and one guy? Someone and one guy, is that what you said?
We have
Yeah,
one.
there
So,
is
we
one
have
guy.
several of these, like generically referring to a person names. Yeah, it gets a bit complicated sometimes. Yes.
Yeah,
that,
someone, that one guy.
yeah, that one guy says in chat. Someone versus one guy. Hey, you get used to it, I think. Anyway, thank you both for joining and racing. Hope you had fun.
Yep, good game.
Yeah,
I didn't think I'd
GG.
make it this far anyways, but what I think someone was trying to like figure out what placement what my place what placement am I? Someone know that already?
I don't know off the top of my head. Somebody might be able
This
to tell
game
you.
was like a top 16, right?
Actually, I think in challenge you can look under standings. I'm scrolling down here. What do I... It says rank 5. I don't know if that means anything. I mean, you're not 5th. I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah, I'm definitely
maybe that's not
dead.
right. Oh, yeah, I'm sure someone in the Discord and chat could tell you.
Somebody will do the math work for me.
Looks like you're 17th, already tied with a bunch of people, but that's really good. That's very far.
And 8 other people. All right, good games. Thank you. This was fun. Good luck, someone. You gotta get that one guy.
Yeah. Thanks. Good luck on your next tournament.
Yeah, I'm still in Cuso Grande. Still in
nice.
that one.
Yeah, there you go.
That one's also coming near the end, already in the bracket phase. So yeah, good luck in Cuso Grande, and I hope we're gonna see you in future events.
All right, take care.
Okay,
Bye.
and that's all we have for now. Yeah, let's hop over to the schedule again. There's not gonna be much on it. We've got another match tomorrow. Tagrang versus Clades in the Lizard 7. That might be one of the furthest rounds we've seen so far. I think we've seen like a 1 Wizards top 8 qualifier. Other than that, this might be the furthest we've seen so far. Lizard 7. And then we've got a Wizards 5, which I think is also a qualifier, probably. Let's see what Challenge says here. Yeah, looks like Wizards 5 should also be a top 8 qualifying match. So both of these top 8 qualifiers. So definitely check in again tomorrow and on Sunday as well for some top 8 qualifier matches. Oh no, is there anyone we should raid? I'm never sure, I usually just ignore that. Oh yeah, I guess Speed-Ons is on. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced. Big French speedrun marathon, which is restreamed on GDQ. I guess we could come over there. See you tomorrow for another very exciting Mystery Tournament 19 match.